Hi, I am Heather Jones with Loft Realtor, and today we are going to talk about what it's like putting in an offer and hopefully getting that offer accepted. Okay, so we have decided to put in an offer. We are going to need to go over some documents. So here are a few of the documents that we are going to need. One is the CIS Form, which is the Consumer Information Statement. That is a document that's basically going to show you and show the world that you're working with me, which you want to do. So the second statement that you're going to need is the agreement of sale. So what that is it is a document that is going to have your offer. It is going to have your earnest money deposit amount on there, which is an amount that is basically held collateral at the broker's office in escrow, which will of course go towards your closing costs, but we will discuss that at a later time. So there are 3 disclosures you have to sign when you're putting in an offer. The first one is the seller's disclosure that is filled out by the sellers of the home of the property you're interested in. The second disclosure is the radon disclosure. And the third disclosure is the lead-based paint disclosure. And to be clear, before we sign anything, myself as your realtor, my team here at Loft Realtor, and I suggest yourself read over everything carefully so we make sure that everything is known and correct on the documents before we go ahead and sign them all. The last 2 things we would need to put in the offer are the earnest money deposit check and your pre-approval. The earnest money deposit check, which we call the EMD, is a check that gets held at the seller's brokerage's office. That check gets held till settlement and can go towards your closing costs. Lastly, you'll need your pre-approval to go with that offer, and that just basically shows the sellers that you're serious and you have the funds available to make sure that you can purchase that home. You can either have a shorter settlement time or we can lengthen it. One of the two, that could actually help sweeten that deal to get your offer accepted. Another thing that can absolutely help sweeten the deal is waiving inspections. It's not something that we always encourage doing, but when there are many offers on the table and this house is yours, because you know when you walk into a home and that house is yours, you have to have it. You put yourself in a position where sometimes waiving an inspection is important. So the most uncommon way to sweeten a deal is to offer to pay the seller's transfer tax. It's not something that's done often, and it's not something many sellers see, but it definitely will catch them off guard. So here in Delaware, the transfer tax is 4%, 2% paid by the buyers, and 2% paid by the sellers. So if this is something that you are going to use to sweeten your deal, be prepared to pay that full 4%. I am Heather Jones with Loft Realtor, and we are the difference you deserve.